Today on Toy Shiz, we're going on a monster hunt. Let's talk toys. Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another fresh look. I swear, I was just talking about this last evening regarding the new Igor Hunchback Leonardo, telling everyone, hey, yeah, these are going to be out in March, starting with Raph. Well, lo and behold, I walked into Target today, and he's sitting right on the shelf. This is the brand new NECA Toys' TMnT X Universal Monsters Raph, or Raphael as Frankenstein's monster, whichever you want to call him. But look at the artwork on this box. That is amazing. I absolutely love the look of these. I love the creativity. I love that they went full blown into this. It's not just like, oh yeah, we're going to do monsters and turtles. It's like, we're going to do this right, and it's going to look good. So, again, Ninja Turtles X Universal Monsters on the side of the box. Equally as awesome, right? It's a great looking box. On the back of the box, again, no spared expense. Beware his shocking sigh. Warning, the monster's on the loose, pure terror from the sewer. That's the whole gimmicky, weird thing with combining Ninja Turtles with other properties, and that's where the fun of these really lie. It's not going to be for everyone, but for me, yeah, it's right up my alley. On the side of the box, you get a good look at Raph, Leo, and then you get a look at Mikey. He will be the mummy. We're also getting April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. It will have the likeness of Judith Hoag from the movie. So if you want to know more and hear all about this when you're done with this video, I have the new NECA for 2022 Monster TMnT revealed video. I talk, 10 minutes about this whole thing. So it's a lot more in-depth, but, we're all here for one thing. But anyways, you open up the box, and of course, you get to see Raphael. You get a nice photo of the figure. I really like just how he's there. He's just sitting in the box, chilling, ready to be opened up, right? Here is everyone involved with the creation of this. Again, thumbs up to everyone, of course, on that. And the cover illustration is done by Daniel Horn. That's some nice illustrations right there. That's quite fantastic. What a selling point, right? You walk in the store and you see that gorgeous artwork on the box. And here is the barcode as well. And like I said, these are supposed to be out around March. Looks like they're hitting a little bit early here in California. So do keep your eyes open, and I wish you the best of luck. But in either case, we're going to have some fun today. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice, hot, monstrous cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new NECA Toys' Raphael as Frankenstein's monster from their new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Universal Monsters line. Let's do this. And of course, here is everything taken out of the packaging. And review's over. This is what an art piece this is. Think less action figure. Of course, he's going to have all those articulation points, but just an overall sculpted out to the nines action figure. It's every bit what I wanted, right? So he comes with a bevy of extra hands. Each one is painted nicely. The fingernails are all painted. Various hands have various stitches to them. They're all the same depending on which hand, but they all got little distortions, little things wrong with the fingers, because that's what you would get with a Frankenstein monster man. So you got a fisted hand, and then you also have a weapon sai holding hand, which looks great. Speaking of size, you get 2 electric lightning bolt sais. It's corny. It's gimmicky. That's part of the fun right there. That is awesome. And they have a little bit of a brown, disheveled wash to them. And of course, you flip them over and you got 2 electric lightning bolt rods, right? Ready to get some electricity, bring old Raph to life, but really just like what they did there. Very, very creative. And then Raphael himself. What is there left to say? Yeah, it's a pretty darn good looking action figure. Just, like I said, art piece in and of itself. The detail, the paint, everything is spot on. Everything is painted. Everything is sculpted beautifully. I love his little headband right here. So while having the Frankenstein elements, it also incorporates the Ninja Turtle elements quite well. I love all the stitches, especially around his neck. The tubes, the wires, the bolts sticking out of his neck to this little meter right here. Excellently done. I would have thought if you kind of turn him, the dial would kind of move in there. It doesn't, but equally just as cool. It's all wired into his shell, which is awesome. It's his little health meter, whatever, lightning bolt meter, who cares? He has a handle basically on his shell. It's welded on there, chains running through. New York City sewer manhole cover is part of his busted, broken shell. Those are little pieces, little examples of the creativity that I love when you do these types of mashups. His suit, it's all tattered and torn. You have elbow pads, you got the suit, you got patches, you got these little handles, again, grafted to him, to his front part of his turtle body, right? The chains. The one thing I'll say is that the chains, once you get them figured out, once you get them all kind of, not untangled, but you kind of slip them through these notches right here on the various sides of his shell. Sometimes they'll fall below and hinder the legs a little bit when you're trying to move them around, but you just kind of have to reposition them. They're heavy. They're real metal chains. They fit through that little handle right there on his shell. They're not coming out, but you make them work for you. They're kind of a pain, but at the same time, you set them on your shelf and you're good to go. He does have these awesome Ninja Turtle pads. He's got the big Clod Hopper Ninja Turtle feet, the boots, very squared off, very sturdy, secure figure. We'll just say that. But I just love that all the elements are there, both for Frankenstein, both for Ninja Turtle Raphael. It's just a killer looking toy. As far as the articulation goes, you do get some nice rotation out of the head. It's attached to the neck. The neck will move around as well, so you can get him looking up, looking down. Sometimes when you start moving this figure around, you see other little parts and pieces that you may have missed, little details here and there, so that's equally as cool. But yeah, you want to get him in that lurching position. You can definitely achieve that, head up or down. He does have some nice arm articulation in the shoulders. He's got single jointed elbows. This is about as far as it's going to go. The elbow pad just kind of, I wouldn't say hinders it, but it keeps it from going all the way over. He's got some articulation in the hands as well. This guy, to be quite honest with you, no problems as far as the joints. Nothing that I thought was stuck, you have to heat up, nothing like that. I'll get to one thing in a second. But as far as the joints go, it's pretty good. Doesn't have an ab crunch. He's got a bit of a waist twist to him. It's not much. But yeah, there's no ab crunch within his shell. The legs go out about that much. They'll hit right into the crotch piece. And then you have, again, single jointed knees. Just go easy. They'll kind of fold into the knee pads. So if you're looking for 90 degrees in all aspects, no, it's going to be that type of articulation, which again is fine for me, but he will spin at the elbows and at the knees. The big Clod Hopper feet has great articulation side to side. All that good stuff. You can get him into that monstrous position. Arms out, looking for his next victim, running away from fire. Who knows, right? But in either case, it's just a beautifully sculpted toy, and I really can't say enough nice things about it. I love when these things come together as well as they do. You see the attention to detail. You see the entire package all in one go. The size are great. You can have weapon storage. That's where those little bars right there on the front, just like Raphael normally would have. And you kind of slip those in. Again, just move the chains around, get them to where you want them situated, and you can slip both of the sides in. Although, be careful at the points, be careful around the legs. You don't want to push the legs forward and then snap the size, something like that. The one aspect where you're going to have to heat this up is that the hands that hold the weapons are very tight. So dunk it in for 30 seconds, and you got no problems whatsoever. He holds the weapons beautifully. As corny, as monstrous as it is, I mean, you got to have electric lightning bolt size for Raphael, right? That's just so cool. I absolutely love it. In terms of the scalature, right? This is a big Ninja Turtle figure. He's huge, and rightfully so. He's supposed to be Frankenstein. I'm interested to see how the other turtles will stack up. But in terms of the movie TMnT NECA figures, yeah, he will be taller than that. Now, I don't have the old Universal Monsters TMnT figures. That's one thing I never got as a kid, so that's why I love these things even more. A little bit of an adult, older audience twist to it. Extremely detailed out, but you'll see the difference in the height if you have the old figures. And yeah, you know, for a background, maybe you got a Castle Grayskull lying around somewhere. That's pretty cool. Drawbridge and all. Once you kind of get in there, it's going to go He-Man on you. But in all honesty, that's a beautiful looking figure. Very impressed. Hands down, it's exactly what I wanted in looking at these figures and looking at all the press photos and everything else from the package. The price is going to set you back around 40 bucks. It's around 37 plus tax, 40 bucks for a really nice art piece as what I'm looking for in these turtles, in this particular turtle monster line. Totally cool with it. These will go on my shelf. I will pose them and they will just be a centerpiece for me. I love what they're doing here. More of these. I don't want to see too many. Like, I think a nice series with all the turtles we got going on. And then, yeah, there's a couple other ones that are coming. At least 8, I believe. But don't go too crazy. I think that a nice, solid little monstrous turtle line would be awesome. And they are off to a great start so far. Couple issues here and there. The chain, mainly, just kind of have to maneuver it to how you want to get it. Heat the hands up to hold the weapons, but other than that, you're looking at a pretty solid action figure. But I am curious to know what you guys think about this new NECA Toys' TMnT X Universal Monsters figures. Are they for you? Will you be grabbing? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything TMnT. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, here's hoping that, maybe next week the Hunchback will hit, right? Who knows with shipping anymore? Whatever. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.